Good morning, all of you. Now, today we are going to start the new chapter, and that is chemical reactions and equations. This chapter is related to chemistry, so as you already know that we have seen the chemicals. Okay, so today in this chapter we are going to study about the reactions of the chemicals and how to write the equations. Now, subtopics are chemical reactions, the rules of writing chemical reaction, then balancing a chemical equation, then types of chemical reaction. Some questions are there. What are the types of molecules of elements and compounds? So in elements, no same. For example, molecules of oxygen. So two element or two atom of oxygens are there. Then in compound, for example, water compound, for example, water. So in water, hydrogen, one atom of hydrogen, two atom of hydrogen, and one atom of oxygen is there. So then what is meant by valency of element? So as we have already studied in the number of electron outermost orbit is called valency of that element. Then what is the requirement for writing molecular formula of different compounds? How are the molecular formula of the compounds written? Okay, so we will see this. Then in earlier standard we have seen how compounds are formed by chemical combination of elements. We have also learned that driving force behind formation of a chemical bond is to attain an electronic configuration with a complete octet. Okay, so in this generally we have seen that the electrons are either transfer or share. Okay, and until and unless they attain the complete octet, so their chemical reactions is going on. Then the atoms attain a complete octet by giving, taking, or sharing of electrons with each other. Okay, so we have seen that. Now, chemical reaction. Some of the scientists of the 18th and 19th century carried out fundamental experiment on chemical reactions. So, in the 19th and 18th century, some scientists carried out this experiment on chemical reactions. So they proved from their experiment that during chemical reactions, composition of the matter changes, okay, and that change remains permanent. Okay, so whenever two chemicals are reacting to each other, so what happens, the matter changes. Okay, so composition totally changes, and that change remains permanent. Okay, so we have already seen that physical change and chemical change. So in physical change, as we know that physical change are temporary, okay, and the chemical changes are permanent. On the contrary, if during physical change only the state of matter changes, and this change is often temporary in nature. For example, the turning of ice into liquid, okay, so that is nothing but the physical change. Okay, and chemical change means, for example, that milk turn into curd. Okay, so that is a chemical change, because that in physical change, that change is temporary. Means, for example, if you are converting ice into water, so again water can be converted into ice. That is a physical change. And for example, milk turn into curd. So if once the milk is converted into curd, the curd cannot be converted into milk again. So that is a chemical change. Okay, so now some examples are given to you. Identify physical and chemical changes from the phenomena given in the following table. So you have phenomena, or the process is there. Okay, phenomena means that some process is going on. So we have to show either this process is a physical change or a chemical change. So now first one is transformation of ice into water. So that is a physical change. So I have mark a tick here. Okay, two columns are there. Just you have to mark tick. Then cooking of food. Cooking of food means you are preparing and turning it permanent only. So that is a chemical change. Then ripening of fruit. Okay, so whenever some fruit ripens, okay, so afterwards it cannot be converted again in that ripen previous stage. Okay, so that is also one of the example of chemical change. Then milk turn into curd. Okay, that is also chemical change. Then evaporation of water. So when we evaporate the water, so that water turns into vapors. Okay, so again the vapors can be transfer into water. So that is a physical change. Then digestion of food in the stomach. So whatever we are eating the food, so the digestion process of food in the stomach. So as we know that the food get digested with the help of some enzymes, and so that is also one of the case of chemical change. Then size reduction of naphthala balls exposed to air. Okay, so naphthala means you know that in Hindi it is called as damar ki boli, you know, that if it is converted into, so as we know that they directly that naphtha balls are solid in nature. Okay, so when we are exposing to air, so they directly convert into gas form, we can see. Okay, so that is one example of sublimation. Okay, solid directly converts into gas form without changing into liquid, that is sublimation. So that is also physical change. Then staining of shahabadi or kadappa tile by lemon juice. So shahabadi or kadappa, this is the example of tiles. Okay, natural tiles. These are natural tiles of stone. Okay, so if you put lemon juice on that, so the reaction takes place, and this is a chemical change. Then breaking of a glass object on falling from a height. So whenever the glasses are fall down, so they get broken into pieces, but after that we can collect the broken pieces and can form the glass again. So that is a physical change. Okay.
2 1.
Note, do the following activities in group of a friend, or take the help of a teacher wherever necessary. So you see some activities are given here. Okay, so we will see now. Apparatus, we have to take the apparatus, thermometer, evaporating dish, tripod stand, funnel, and Bunsen burner. Okay, burner is there for heating that, etc. Then chemicals, that one limestone is there, powder, that is also called as CaCO3 or chalk powder. Then copper sulfate, the chemical calcium chloride, potassium chromate, zinc dust. Okay, very small pieces of zinc. Okay, that is in the form of dust. Then sodium carbonate, then phthalic anhydride. Okay, phthalic anhydride. So it is also having this formula C8H4O3. Okay. Then procedure, carry out the activities 1 to 5. It is given here. Then on the next page, as given below, read and record the temperatures in the activities 2 to 4. We will see now. Now see these activities are given, no, so they are not interconnected with each other. They are all different. Okay, this activity is different, then this activity is different. All are, they are given in this that series, but they are not interconnected. Okay, they are different. So in the first case, what we will take a spoonful of limestone powder in an evaporating dish. Okay, heat it strongly on a high blue flame. Okay, and see the whatever the results are there, we have to write in this here. See down here. Okay, so what the experiments we have performed the experiment. So we are having. So there is a no color, if any, change, if any.
1.
So in the first activity, you see the apparatus are here. Okay, so these are the tripod stand, Bunsen burner, this evaporating dish, and limestone we have taken. Okay, so when we are heating, so here no change in color is there, gas is released, CO2, then no change in the temperature, and this is the example of chemical change. Okay, the second activity is there, add zinc dust into the copper sulfate solution. So what will happen? So when we have done this activity, so what result we got, you see here in the table, that previously the zinc dust was having the blue color. So after adding into that copper sulfate solution, what happened? It turned into colorless. Okay, so no gas is there. Then temperature increases in this case, and this is example of chemical change. Then third activity, add potassium dichromate, okay, solution to barium sulfate solution. So what is the result of this? Yes, you see here yellow PPT, curd like yellow color PPT is formed. Then no gas is there, release of no gas. Then here also temperature increases, and this is the example of chemical change. Then fourth activity, add sodium carbonate solution to the calcium chloride solution. So what is the result of this? So you see that color change into white, okay, then no release of gas, then temperature increases, and this is the example of chemical change. Then the last one, take phthalic anhydride in the evaporating dish, close the end of the stem of the funnel with the cotton plug. So you have to take one funnel, okay, and take another in the evaporating like this only, and we have to heat that this substance. So keep this funnel inverted on the evaporating dish, heating the evaporating dish on a tripod stand slowly on a low flame. What do you observe in the funnel during heating? So in this same procedure is there, only the substance we have taken instead of lime powder, we have taken phthalic anhydride and a funnel was there. Okay, so what happened after heating? No, that some small particles of this phthalic anhydride get stuck into the funnel, means that we are that it is small pieces of this. Okay, so record the observation of all the activities. What do you find? Complete the following observation table with reference to the activity. So we have to complete this table in this manner. Okay, thank you.